Lohit, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you... Hello? Lohit, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can we start?
Yeah. And one more thing, you want to see the same, can I project the same book on the screen and can tell you or teach you, or is it okay?
Yes, sir. That's fine. That's fine if you can do that.
Okay, then 1 minute, please. So first, what do you know about the atomic structure?
An atom has an atom consists of electrons, protons, and neutrons. The protons and neutrons are located in the center of the atom, called in the place called the nucleus, and electrons revolve around the nucleus.
Electrons will revolve around the nucleus. Okay, very good. Then what is a proton, electron, neutron? What do you know about the proton, electron, and neutron?
Proton is the positively charged uh, particle, sir, and electron is negatively charged. Neutron is neutral. The mass of electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Or is it the charge which is 1.6 into 10 to the power 19, sir? Minus 19?
The charge is a minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs.
Yes, sir. And
The mass
for
of
the
the electron
proton,
is
it's
different.
okay.
It is
What is the mass of
9.1.
electron, sir?
It is 9.31 into 10 power minus 31 kgs.
Okay. So the charge of electron is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Charge of proton is plus 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 minus 19.
Okay.
And neutron has no charge.
Neutron has no charge. Good. Now can you see the PDF?
Yes, sir. Now I can see it.
Okay. See. So atomic structure is nothing but the describing about the atom. We know atom is the smallest particle of the matter, right?
Yes, sir.
The voice is clear now, right? There is no issue.
Yes, sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
So atom is the smallest particle of the matter. And we can say, first, what is the matter? What is the matter?
Matter is something which occupies space and has mass.
Matter is something which has occupied some space and has some mass, right? So the building block of the matter is called as an atoms. The building block of matter is called as an atoms, and group of atoms will form the molecules, and group of molecules also will form the
Sir,
matter. Yeah. Can you hear me or not?
yes, sir. In between, a little it's lagging, sir.
Okay. But now,
I'll try to manage, but
yeah, I think some internet connectivity issues there. It's climate is not good here. That's what is happening today. Okay. So atoms means what?
building block of matter.
The building block of the matter.
Smallest
Or you
part
can say the
matter.
atom is the smallest particle of the matter. So group of atoms. Can you see on the right side of the screen?
Yes, sir.
The group of atoms will form the molecules. So when you combine all the two or more atoms, it will form the molecules, and the group of molecules will form the matter. Group of molecules will form the matter. So ultimately, the atom is the smallest particle of matter, or atom is the building block of the matter. So studying about these atoms is nothing but the atomic structure. So again, the atom will consist of proton, electron, neutron. So if you take this as an atom is a spherical shape, This is the nucleus part. The center part of the atom is called as a nucleus. So in the nucleus, what are the particles are there? Subatomic particles.
Protons and neutrons.
Protons and the neutrons will be there in the inside the nucleus, and the electrons will revolve in the circular path around the nucleus. Right?
Yes, sir.
So whatever the circular path is there, that is called as an orbit. Electrons will revolve around the circular path around the nucleus. This circular path is called as an orbits. So studying about this nucleus and the electrons revolving and different theories, how the atomic structure is came, what are the different atomic theories are there. So studying step by step we'll do in the atomic structure topic. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So all these theories are also based upon the laws of chemical combination. What is the meaning of how many laws of chemical combinations are there generally?
4.
What are those?
Constant, the law of constant proportion,
First
the
law of
law of
conservation of mass,
conservation of mass, constant proportion, multiple proportion,
law of constant proportion. Next,
law of multiple proportions,
the next law of multiple proportion,
and one more is law related to volume.
Gay-Lussac law, or the law of gaseous volume.
Okay, what is that, sir? Every
Gay-Lussac
mole
law.
consists 22 liters. That one, sir.
No, that is Avogadro's law.
Okay.
Avogadro's
What is the fourth law, sir?
Gay-Lussac law. So whatever the reactants or products are there in the gaseous volume, gaseous state, all these gaseous reactants and products always in the simple ratio.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you know about the law of conservation of mass given by the Anthony Lavoisier, who is the father of chemistry. Mass neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Yes, that is the law of conservation of mass. The next
Yes,
one is
sir.
the law of constant proportion. Then one more definition is there for the law of conservation of mass. What is it in terms of chemistry?
Mass can neither be created nor destroyed.
Mass neither be created nor be destroyed. The second one is the number of atoms on the reactant side is equal to number of atoms on the product side. Yes or no? There
Yes,
is
sir.
one more definition for the law of conservation of mass. And third point is the mass of the reactant is equal to mass of the product. That's what we'll use the law of conservation of mass in the balancing the chemical equation, right? That you'll study in the chapter number 1 in the class 10th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is all the three definitions about the law of conservation of mass. The law of constant proportion. What is the law of constant proportion?
A molecule anywhere will have the same proportion.
If you take any compound, the atoms are always in the constant proportion by mass. Right?
Yes, sir.
If you take any compound, the atoms are always there in the fixed ratio by mass. That is the law of constant proportion given by Joseph Proust. Then what is the law of multiple proportion?
Two atoms when combined, like two elements when combined, may have different proportions.
Whenever the two elements are combined,
They may form more than one structure. Like,
okay. So simple definition is if two elements combine to form two or more compounds. If two elements are combined to form two or more compounds, the mass of one of the element is constant and the mass of other element are in the simple ratio. Do you understand?
yes, sir.
When two elements are combined to form two or more compounds, the mass of one element is constant and the mass of another element is in the simple ratio. That is the law of multiple
sir.
proportion. Can I clear what I have written on this screen?
Actually, your screen froze, sir.
Sorry, you can't see anything which I have written on
No,
the.
sir. After the fifth point, your screen froze. Like now it's moving, sir. But yes, sir. I can see it, sir.
Yeah. So can I erase all this writing part?
Yes, sir. Can you explain the fourth and fifth laws again?
Yeah, sure. So first I will give example for the law of multiple proportion. Suppose your two elements are there, C and O. When you are combining these two elements, it will form two different compounds, CO and CO2. Then what is
Yes,
the
sir.
mass ratio here?
6:8.
6:16. Sorry, 12:16, right? Not 6:16.
12:16. Yes, sir.
12 is
Okay,
to
mass
16.
16.
What about here?
12:32.
12:32. So the mass of one element is constant. When two elements are combined to form two or more compounds, when two elements combined to form two or more compounds, the mass of one element is constant and the mass of other element are in the simple ratios. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that is one of the law of multiple proportion.
Okay, sir.
Now when you come to the Gay-Lussac law, the gaseous reactants and products are always present in the simple ratios. In a chemical reaction, the gaseous reactants and the products are always present in the simple ratio. That is only the Gay-Lussac law. Clear that one definition?
Yes, sir.
Now H2 is a gas, right?
Yes, sir.
Cl2 is also gas. HCl also gas. Then what is the ratio here? 1:2, right?
1:2. Yes, sir.
And this is present in the simple ratio or not?
Yes, sir.
Whatever the gaseous state of the reactants and the products, always they are present in the simple ratio. That is only the law of gaseous volume or the Gay-Lussac law.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Now the last one is Avogadro's law. So under the similar condition of temperature and pressure, Avogadro's law is under the similar condition of temperature and pressure, equal volume of all the gases contain same number of molecules or same number of moles. Under the similar condition of temperature and pressure, equal volume of all the gases contain the same number of molecules. That is only the Avogadro's law. So V directly proportional to N. That means V equal to Kn, right? If you remove the proportionality. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Or you can say as V by K, V by N is equal to constant. Or you can
Yes,
say
sir.
V1 by N1 is equal to V2 by N2. Both are equal only, right? Because V by N is constant. So V1 by N1 is equal to V2 by N2.
Yes, sir.
This is only the Avogadro's law. What is the definition? Under the similar condition of temperature and pressure, equal volume of all the gases contain equal number of molecules.
Can it be inverse, sir? Like equal number of moles contains same number of volume, the same amount of volume?
Yeah, no problem. Reverse also.
Yes, sir.
But
Can
that
you
is
give
good.
an example, sir?
Suppose if you take and one more thing is, do you know Avogadro's constant value?
Yes, sir. 6.022 into 10 to the power 23.
6.023 into 10 power 23 is Avogadro's constant value. But if you take nitrogen gas and the oxygen gas, both will contain the same number of molecules, right, in 1 mole.
Yes, sir.
If you take the oxygen gas as 22.4 liters volume, and the nitrogen gas also at the same 22.4 liters of the volume, both will contain the same number of particles, right?
Yes, sir.
So equal volume of all the gases, if you take any gas, always it is directly proportional to the number of molecules. It will contain the same number of molecules only. So always 1 mole of a substance will always contain 6.023 into 10 power 23 particles. Or always you can say 1 mole occupies 22.4 liters of volume.
1 mole of gas at constant pressure and temperature, right, sir?
Yeah. Which one you are saying?
Like if you want the
Definition?
yes, sir. Like 1 mole is equal to 22.4 liters. Is it possible for all or
It is
only
possible
when
for all.
constant temperature or
It is possible
okay?
for all at the standard room temperature. Room temperature means
Yes,
what?
sir.
25 degrees Celsius.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is possible for all at the 1 mole always occupies only constant. That is 22.4 liters only.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So N2 and O2 is there 6.023 into 10 power 23, and O2 also same. It will occupy the same number of molecules. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is all about the Avogadro laws of chemical combination. Any doubts in that?
No, sir.
So next we are discussing about the first theory. So first atomic theory is the Dalton atomic theory. So Dalton is the first scientist to prove that there is some atom is there, which is the smallest particle of the matter. And what Dalton has said, right? He said that atom is the smallest particle of the matter, which is uncuttable or indivisible. His main statement is atom is the smallest particle of the matter, which is uncuttable or the indivisible. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
is the
sir.
first postulates of the Dalton atomic theory. The next one is atoms neither be created nor be destroyed in any chemical reaction. They just undergoes the rearrangement of atoms only. In any chemical reaction, atoms undergoes the only rearrangement process, but they will not be destroyed or they will not be created in any chemical reaction. That is the next point in the Dalton atomic theory. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can I erase this writing part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me the definition for the compound, element and compound.
Element is the singular unit. Compound is mixture of elements.
Element means which is made up of only one type of atoms, right?
Yes, sir.
If you take
Like
iron,
singular.
gold, or the copper, all the elements is made up of only one type of atoms. If they have only one type of atoms,
Yes.
now they will have similar in the physical properties and the chemical properties, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So atoms of the same element are similar in shape and mass, but the atoms of the different elements are different in their shape and mass, right?
Yes, sir.
Because element means what? It is made up of only one kind of particles. So atoms of the same element are similar in the physical properties such as shape, size, and color and mass. But atoms of the different elements will have the different shape, different size, and different mass also. Clear the second point?
Yes, sir.
Third point just now we discussed it. In any chemical reaction, atoms cannot be created nor be destroyed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the definition for the compound?
Combination of elements.
Substance which contain two or more elements, but they are combined chemically and present in the definite ratio, right?
Yes, sir.
Combined chemically and present in definite ratio. So if you take any compound like CO2 or H2O or H2O2, always they combine chemically these two elements and present always in the definite ratio by numbers or by mass. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is only given as a definition. Fourth point. Sorry, fifth point. Atoms of same elements can combine with atoms of other elements in more than one ratio to form two or more compounds. So if you want to form the compounds, the atoms of the different elements always should combine in the definite ratio only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And to form the different types of the compounds also, that is only explained here. Atoms of the different elements may combine with each other in the fixed, simple, whole number ratios to form different compounds. That is only same thing we given in the fourth and fifth point. So if we take the atom, always the elements are always present in the definite ratio and combined chemically. Simple, the meaning of the fourth and fifth point.
Yes, sir.
Sixth point is what? The atom is the smallest unit of the matter that can take part in the chemical reaction. Right? Already discussed as this first
Yes,
point
sir.
itself. Atoms are the smallest particle of the matter. Okay? Or you can say atoms are the
Yes, sir.
building block of the matter. Atoms are the building block of the matter or the smallest particle of the matter. But one more thing is, atom cannot exist independently. If you take atom, it cannot exist independently. Okay, it cannot exist independently, but molecule will exist independently. Molecule is a small substance.
But helium atom.
Helium is an element, right?
Okay.
Helium,
So
neon,
what's the
argon,
difference
krypton.
between element and atom, sir?
Element means what? Group of similar type of atoms. Element is made up of only one type of atoms, right? The group of atoms will form the elements.
Okay.
Okay. So atom
Yes,
cannot
sir.
exist independently, but the molecule exists independently. Molecule is a small substance that can exist independently. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the atom is the smallest unit of the matter that take part in the chemical reaction. So these are the 6 deep merits for the Dalton atomic theory. So he said like atom is an uncuttable particle or the indivisible particles, and atoms of the similar element will have the identical in shape, size, or the color, and atoms of the different elements are in the different shape, size, and the colors.
Yes, sir.
And if you want to form the compound, the atoms will be mixed in the definite ratio by mass or by the number, and they are combined in the chemically only. Okay, and the next
Yes,
last
sir.
point is the atom is the smallest unit of the matter that take part in the chemical reactions. So these are the 6 points for the Dalton atomic theory. Any doubts
Yes,
in
sir.
this?
No, sir. Actually, we can go a little faster.
Okay. So next one is the demerits for the Dalton atomic theory. What is it? The main point, I'll briefly explain this one, okay?
Yes, sir.
So first thing is, he said like atom is just uncuttable particle or the indivisible particle, right?
Yes, sir.
But afterwards, there are several theories came, like a Rutherford model or the Bohr's model. Okay, in this series, they said like
Yes, sir.
atom is again the divisible into 3 parts. There is a proton, electron, and the neutron.
Yes, sir.
1 minute, please. Sorry. So that is only the first limitation for the Dalton atomic theory.
Yes, sir.
Next one, what is it? According to Dalton theory, the atoms of the same element are similar in all the respect. However, the atoms of the same elements are very rare in their masses and the density. Like this is the example for the isotopes. First, what is isotope? Isotope means
Same atomic,
the element which has the same atomic number but different mass number.
mass number.
So this isotope examples he didn't explain in the Dalton atomic theory about the isotopes, isobars. Hello,
Yes, sir.
sorry. Can you see the screen?
No, sir.
Okay. So about the isotopes, he
Not
didn't
yet.
explain in the postulates of the Dalton atomic theory about the isotopes and the isobars. Isobar means what?
And your voice is lagging, sir.
Voice is lagging. Now it is clear.
And screen did not load yet.
Now it is clear.
Voice is clear. Yes, sir. Now it's fine. Screen is visible.
Yeah. So Dalton didn't consider anything about the isotopes, isobars. Okay. That is only the main limitation for the Dalton atomic theory. Second point and third point. The fourth point is he said like whenever the compounds are forming, always they are present in the simple ratios. But that is not true in the case of complex organic compounds. If you take the organic compounds, they are present in any ratios only. Like FeO. Fe will be present in the 0.96 to 1. It is not constant. If you take
Yes, sir.
FeO, the Fe present only in the 0.96 to the 1. It is not exactly 1. So in some cases, this simple ratio is not maintained in the case of compounds. There is a one more limitation which can be found in the Dalton atomic theory. And about the
Okay, sir.
allotropes, it doesn't explain anything about the allotropes. What is the meaning of allotrope?
Have same chemical structure, like chemical uh, structure, but different physical.
Allotrope is nothing but the element which exists in the two or more given physical forms. The same element will exist in the two or more physical forms. That is called as an allotrope.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Suppose if we take the carbon. The carbon allotropes are what? Coal, graphite, diamond, fullerene, right?
Yes, sir.
The same element carbon can exist in the two or more physical forms. Those are called as an allotropes. So carbon allotropes are coal, diamond, fullerene, graphite. Okay. So about the allotropes, about the isotopes, about the isobars, about the subatomic particles, he didn't explain at that time because these things are not there at the theory of the Dalton atomic theory. All these came afterwards only. After the discovery of the Dalton atomic theory only, all these concepts are came. So with this, he cannot explain that also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are the demerits for the Dalton atomic theory. But the important merits for the Dalton atomic theory is it will satisfy the three laws of chemical combination. One is the law of conservation of mass. The other one is the law of constant proportion. And the third one is the law of multiple proportion. So Dalton atomic theory satisfies the three chemical laws of chemical combination, law of constant proportion, law of multiple proportion, and the law of conservation of mass. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And he is only the person who has given the law of multiple proportion. John Dalton only given the law of multiple proportion. And he is also involved in finding the definition for the element and the compound. What is the difference between the element and compound only? He has done some work on that also. That is only the merits for the Dalton atomic theory. Any doubts?
Yes. No, sir.
So isotopes and isobars just now we discussed, right? Isotope means what?
Same atomic number but different mass number.
Same atomic number will be there, but different mass number will be there. That is the isotopes. The main important thing is there is a different number of neutrons in the case of isotopes. What is the changing factor here?
Number of neutrons.
The number of neutrons will vary. So if you take C612, C613, C614. First, tell me, do you
Sir,
know how
but
to
I have a
calculate
doubt,
the
sir.
electron, proton, neutron?
Yes, sir.
If I say X,
Yes, sir.
A, Z. What is X and what is A? What is Z here?
Z is the atomic number, A is the mass number.
Z is atomic number, A is a mass number.
Mass number.
Okay. Then what atomic
Z
number
is the
indicates?
number of electrons. Z is the number of electrons and protons in an element. And A
Number
is
of
the
electrons and
number of
protons
protons plus.
is equal to. What is A then?
A is the mass number, which is protons plus neutrons.
Proton plus neutrons. Very good. So only in the case of isotopes, the neutron number will change. In this case, the neutrons are 6. In this case, the neutrons are 7. In this case, the neutrons are 8.
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Yeah.
How are these elements formed, like the different isotopes formed, sir? How come they get an extra electron? I mean neutron.
And one more thing is, in the case of this case, all these three are available in the earth crust itself. And isotopes are formed because of they have the different amount of masses, right? Some atoms will
Yes,
be
sir.
different in this case. Carbon means what? It is element. Element means group of the atoms. So in the case of 13 and the 14, they have the different atoms are there. That's why they are formed this one. So again, inside the atom, what is it? The protons, the nucleus number will change. Proton plus neutrons, right? Because of having the
So when
different
they're
atoms
formed,
of
the
different,
structure is different, sir.
because of having the different masses of the atom and different number of neutrons and the protons arrangement in the atom, they will form the different types of isotopes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the neutron number will only change in the case of isotopes, and examples are already given here. Next one is isobars. What is an isobar?
Same mass number but different atomic number.
Isobar means same mass number but different atomic number. So if you take hydrogen, sorry, 1 hydrogen, deuterium, tritium. So having the same atomic number but different mass numbers are called as an isobars. Okay, same atomic number, different mass number, it will have the isobars. Sorry. These are the isotopes, right?
You said reverse, sir.
Reverse you have written.
Yes, sir.
So if you take argon, 1840, and the calcium 2040. These two are the isobars. They have the same mass number but different atomic numbers. So having the
Sir,
same
your
mass.
screen froze. I'm not able to see what you're writing.
Can you check once again now?
Yes, sir. Now it loaded.
Okay. So having the same mass number and different atomic number will form the isobars. In the case of isobars, the number of protons will change and the number of electrons also will change because the atomic number is changing, right? So that atomic
Yes, sir.
number of protons and number of electrons will change. And next one is the isotones. Isotones means what? Having the equal number of neutrons. That means A minus Z value is same in all the cases.
Sir, can you repeat what will differ in isobars?
Isobars, the number of protons will be different, right?
Yes, sir.
Because the atomic number is changing, so number of protons is different. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
In the case of isotones, they have the equal number of neutrons only. They have the equal number of neutrons. Neutron, how we can calculate the neutron? Just if you know X, A, Z.
A minus Z is
Sorry.
equal to number of
A, Z.
neutrons.
You can calculate A minus Z is the number of neutrons only, right? So the A
Yes,
minus
sir.
Z value is same in all the cases. That will form the isotones. Beryllium 3,4 and the boron 5,10. These two will have the same A minus Z value. That is only the neutrons. Okay. Understanding?
But 4 minus 3 is 1 and 10 minus 5 is 5.
Sorry,
I didn't get this one, sir.
you didn't get this one. 1 minute, please. Yeah, sorry. Can you repeat again?
Can you give one more example and explain, sir?
Which one?
This isotones.
Isotones. Okay. Can I clear this one completely now?
Yes, sir.
See, if you take silicon, atomic number is 14. Phosphorus, atomic number is 15. And the sulfur, atomic number is 16, right? Mass number 32, 31, and the 30. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you take
Yes,
A
sir.
minus Z value, what is here? 30 minus 14,
16.
16. What about here?
16.
Here?
16.
So in the case of isotones, they have the same number of neutrons, right?
Yes, sir.
Same number of neutrons. How we can calculate the neutrons? That is only A minus Z value.
Yes, sir. Okay, but I didn't understand this example, sir, here.
Right?
The first one, the first example you gave, I did not understand it.
Okay, listen here. Beryllium 4, 9, boron 5, 10. What is A minus Z value here? 5 only, right? 9 minus 4.
Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Before I thought you wrote 5 and 4, not
Okay,
9
okay.
and 4.
Not that one. 9 minus 4, 10 minus 5. 5.
Okay. And before I thought you wrote something else.
Okay, now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
So isotones is clear or not?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Next one is isodiaphers. What is isodiaphers? The simple thing is they have the same amount of isotopic excess. Isodiaphers are the molecules or the elements which has the same isotopic excess. Here isotopic excess is nothing but A minus 2Z. What is the value for isotopic excess? A minus 2Z. If the different elements are having the same isotopic excess now, they are called as an isodiaphers. Okay.
Okay. Sir.
Suppose if you
Can
take
you
phosphorus,
like say the definition, sir?
those elements which has the same value of isotopic excess. Those elements which has the same value of isotopic excess are called as an isodiaphers.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
If you take the element phosphorus P1531 and the sodium 1123, okay, find out the
Yes,
A
sir.
minus 2Z here value. What is A minus 2Z value here?
1 and 1.
1 and the 1. Now these two are the same two values, right? A minus 2Z. So these two are called as an isodiaphers.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Understood, sir.
But apart from this also, we have one more term, isoelectronic species. What is that isoelectronic species? You studied about the isotones, isotopes, isobars, isotones, and the isodiaphers. But apart from this, we have the one more term is there. That is a isoelectronic species. What is that?
I'm not sure, sir. Same number of electrons.
Very good. Same number of electrons. Iso means same, right? Electrons.
Yes,
So
sir.
whichever the elements or the species having the same number of electrons, those are called as an isoelectronic species. Okay. So neon 10, fluorine -1 9, oxygen -2 8, sodium 11 +1. Calculate how many electrons are there in this. How many electrons are there in that?
Neon 10, all 10, sir.
All will have the 10 electrons only, right? Having the
Yes,
same
sir.
number of electrons will have the isoelectronic species. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now it is fine with this speed.
Yes, sir.
So any doubts in this up to today's topic? This
No,
topic.
sir.
Next one is the discovery of cathode rays. So again, they said, right, different scientists said like we have the different subatomic particles in the atom. So discovery of the electrons is done by the J.J. Thomson. So this experiment is done by the J.J. Thomson using the cathode ray discharge tube. Okay. So
Yes,
just I
sir.
will explain that this mechanism, how it is happened. You just go to the properties and all. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So no, don't want this much of explanation and all for this. You just go through it once again after the class. I'll explain the mechanism, what is going to happen here. That's all. See, can you see the
Yes, sir.
can you see the image right here? So this is a glass tube which contain,
Your voice is breaking, sir.
now it is clear. 1 minute. Now it is clear. Now it is clear or not?
No, sir.
What about now?
No, sir. I can just hear now, sir. I heard just now. And I'm not able to hear anything now.
Hello? Hello? Lohit, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Now I can.